Pearl spot, Karimeen.
Okay.
We have make so many preparations with that. Fry, Pollichathu, masala, moli.
Oh, I also love the manner in which that skin has been seared to a crisp. Almost like the Karimeen is lying on a bed of that Pollichathu masala, and it has also put on itself a blanket of that masala. And this is like a double blanket. Huh? Some koonju roast, some prawn roast. Plenty of the onions, the sweetness that comes from the onions, the warmth that comes from the red chilies. The fish is fresh, flaky, has soaked up that masala rather well. Hello, how are you?
Fine, welcome.
What's your name?
Raghu.
Nice to meet you, Raghu. My name is Kripal, amanna.
Yes, I know.
I've come from Bengaluru and I've heard so much about the grand. They said if you go to Kochi, you have to come here and eat the Karimeen Pollichathu.
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 Yes.
I get a little confused between the puri and the polli and the way you say it. How old is this restaurant?
It's the 6th anniversary now.
The restaurant was there right from day one.
Yes, from the onwards.
We are at the Grand Kochi on MG Road, Ernakulam.
Yes.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
I'm General Manager James. Please come, sir.
Thank you very much. Oh, this is buzzing. So this is like a family affair on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, we've just invited ourselves to the kitchen here to watch the making, the coming together of that very fabled Karimeen. That's a Karimeen fry, huh? So we have with Chef Joseph and the General Manager of the property, Mr. James. So what is special here? People love
People love Kerala food, especially seafood.
especially seafood. Fantastic. And talking of seafood, we have a fish curry here. What is this fish curry?
Sear fish curry.
Sear fish curry.
We are adding grounded masala with raw mango
Wonderful.
and coconut milk.
I love the color of that curry.
We have fish curry, then Karimeen, then we have the prawns,
Okay.
and different variety of beef and mutton. Our executive chef, Mr. Joseph, he is with us more than 35 to 40 years.
Oh,
Then likewise, we have the other 6 and 7 department. All the department heads, those who are working with me more than 20 years.
it is my belief that the best hotels in the world are hotels where the senior management has put in an enormous amount of time. Because that's when you know the ins and outs of the operation, but also what customers want, right?
Pearl spot, Karimeen.
Okay.
We have make so many preparations with that. Fry, Pollichathu, masala, moli, mappas.
And this is a good size of a Karimeen.
We are purchasing approximately 900 gram also we are purchasing. This is more 50 gram.
So 900 grams is twice the size.
Yes. After grilling this will be 430.
430 grams. Where do you get this fish from?
From Alleppey or Alua side
Alua side.
also.
So I'm told this is one of the most popular dishes, fish to be had here
Yes.
at Hotel Grand. This is the first marinade.
Yes. Kerala masala.
Kerala masala, tamarind
Tamarind, ginger garlic paste, salt.
and Kashmiri red chilies.
Yes, also powder.
So that's the first marinade. How long
Yes.
do you marinate the fish, sir?
Half an hour. We are putting in the oil for soft fry.
Poth erachi.
Yes.
Poth erachi roast.
Poth erachi roast.
I can smell all sort of goodness from that Alleppey fish curry to that poth erachi roast. And there's some parota happening at the back. I think that's a combination, no?
Yes.
And going by the aroma that's wafting through this kitchen, it's coconut oil.
Yes.
Huh?
Of course. Coconut
Good
oil.
quality coconut oil.
Yes.
So all Kerala food you have to have
We
coconut
are
oil.
we are using coconut oil.
Coconut oil. You know, it's such a happy sight to be in a kitchen like this. I can hear the sizzle of the oil as that karimeen is being fried before it finally finds its way into that pollichathu. Such a happy, exuberant atmosphere here in the kitchens at Grand Hotel. How long does it take to fry, chef?
That depend upon the guest request.
Okay.
Because somebody want soft fry.
Soft fry.
Somebody want deep fry.
How do you like it, chef?
Deep fry.
Deep fry. Slightly kadak.
Yes.
Ah,
We can
crunchy. You
Crunchy.
should hear that crunch.
crunch.
Ah,
That is nice.
that is nice. When you are in a eatery and you're unsure of what to eat, how to eat it, how you should order it, always
You
ask
can-
the chef.
You can eat the bones also if
Really?
it is deep fry.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I also love the manner in which that skin has been seared to a crisp. You can also see some of that skin bubble up. I'm scared to touch it because I know it's going to be hot. What is that? More karimeen.
Yes. Order.
Look at the amount of karimeen that's being fried. Gives you an idea of the most popular dish here. So how many karimeens a day, chef?
60 to 75
Yeah.
per day.
Per day. Saturday, Sunday?
About 90 to 95.
Wonderful. So that's the Pollichathu masala.
Yes. Chopped onion, ginger garlic, green chilli, curry leaves, tamarind pulp,
Okay.
chilli powder, Kerala masalas.
Kerala masala. And I can see
Except coriander
except coriander.
powder.
I can see garlic there. Huh?
Also we are using coconut oil in this.
I can smell the aroma of that masala even as Chef Vishnu is spooning that masala under the guidance of Chef Joseph. You know, it's almost like the karimeen is lying on a bed of that Pollichathu masala and it has also put on itself a blanket of that masala. And this is like a double blanket. Huh? What twine is this made with? Banana.
Yeah, banana.
So you pan roast it now.
Yeah.
For how long?
Minimum 2-3 minutes.
2-3 minutes. So the fish is already cooked.
Yeah, already
So what does this process do?
This aroma masala is catching the fish. That's like the steaming banana leaf smells, everything is catching the fish that time.
Ah, what I learned from chef here is that when they pan fry that fish encased in that banana leaf, it basically helps the fish soak up all that masala and also I guess the character of the banana leaf too. Huh? Ready?
Yeah.
Ah, that is the famous Grand Hotel.
Yeah.
Karimeen Pollichathu. Pollichathu. So what does Pollichathu mean?
Pollichathu means we are not putting in deep oil.
Okay.
We are putting in hot bottomed pan.
Ah, hard bottom pan, like a shallow fry.
Yes.
That karimeen is now ready, the karimeen Pollichathu.
Yes.
I think it's time to escort it to the table and finally open this bundle. Well, things are very simple here. The menu is on the placemats. I think it's a bit of a multi-cuisine sort of a menu. I can see Chinese soups, I can see appetizers which are North Indian, Chinese, salads, some of the continental fare that you would typically find in these turn of the last century sort of properties. But what I'm looking for are the Kerala specials. And I'm told top on that list is the Karimeen Pollichathu. So we'll definitely do the Karimeen Pollichathu. Then maybe that fish curry also that I saw.
Yeah, we do have a Alleppey fish curry.
Alleppey fish curry.
It's especially made with mango, tender mango with coconut.
We'll do that with a matta rice.
With mata rice, yes. Then we will try the tiger prawns. It's a kind of roast with a thick gravy.
Kunju roast,
And we do some Kerala paratha.
Kerala paratha. Mr. Raghu Pillai has me all sorted, I think, for my lunch here at the Grand. Thank you. Kerala papad. Thank you. The Kerala papad is here, so the rest of the food can't be too far behind. There's a nice, happy vibe to the place. It's a Saturday, so most people here are families, friends catching up. There's a nice, happy vibe to the place. And I think places that are endorsed and frequented by families certainly have depth to them. Because when it comes to a family eating out, it's probably that one outing in a month or maybe two. They want to go to a place where they know they'll have a great time. And so therefore, if you see so many families at a place like this, well, you know you've arrived at the right place.
This is the Kerala paratha.
Thank you very much.
This is the tiger prawns.
In a chutney.
Yes, in the chutney.
Alleppey fish curry. So this is with the mango.
Yeah. This is
So this is a raw mango.
the mata rice.
Matta rice.
This is the Syrian beef fry. This is one of our special one also.
Okay.
With the coconut and all.
The poth erachi.
Yes. Superstar.
The superstar. The
Karimeen.
Karimeen Pollichathu. Fantastic. I think that I want to hold with me for some time. Well, lovely. I love the manner in which he snips open that banana leaf bundle. We have to make a beginning with that Karimeen Pollichathu. So typically the Karimeen you eat just by itself, no?
Yeah.
Or you eat with parota?
Yeah, it's masala is thick. It's the best combination.
With parota? Ah, fantastic. So when it comes to this part of Kerala's most iconic fish dish, it certainly is a Karimeen Pollichathu. And what I love is the thick masala that's naping that fish. This certainly is a thick, chunky specimen of the pearl spot or the Karimeen. Because they pre-marinate the fish for about half an hour, that allows that masala, that Kerala masala to get in. So although the fish is quite chunky, you find that it's seasoned rather well all the way in. And the flavor of the Karimeen typically comes from that Pollichathu masala. Plenty of onions in there. I think there's some tamarind too that goes into it, ginger, garlic. There are whole slivers of the garlic, curry leaf. You have the sweetness of the shallots of the onions in that masala. That masala is cooked for a while and then slathered over that Karimeen once it's fried. So this is a fish that's found in the backwaters, it's not from the sea. So there's a certain delicateness in its flavors. You don't have any of the salinity that you will find, let's say, in the pomfret, or let's say the oils that you would find in the mackerel. Somewhere in there, I think there's also the flavor that you detect of some wet earth. Very, very faint, but that's the sort of flavor that you detect in the fish itself. Once you've gotten past that Pollichathu masala. Certainly is a very enjoyable piece of fish. And the flavor of the coconut oil that runs through that masala. I was told that a combination with this is definitely some parota, just to mop up some of that masala. That's a very flavorful masala. You don't want it to go to waste. The parota has gotten a bit cold, sitting out here in the air-conditioned environment of the Grand. The feeling that I have when I'm sitting here is like sitting in a turn-of-the-century sort of an old dining room. The sort that you would find in old hotels. That's exactly the character, the atmosphere of this place. Bustling with customers, many of them tucking into that Karimeen Pollichathu. Some koonju roast, some prawn roast. Plenty of the onions, the sweetness that comes from the onions, the warmth that comes from the red chilies, the flavor of the curry leaf. All the deliciousness of that tiger prawn is in its head. Let's taste some of that prawns. That's a plump prawn, a bit springy and cooked just right. There's a certain sweetness that you're tasting in that prawn. I think this is a place where the kitchens are manned by chefs with many years of experience, and they certainly know their produce and also how to treat it right. I can taste the flavor of some coarse pepper, the tomato, the onion, and then speckles of that ground pepper, the warmth that it exudes. Also some coconut flakes. Can't resist going for another one of those juicy, plump tiger prawns. I love these toasted bits of the coconut. Go for some of that parota with the gashi, the thick gravy of that prawn roast. The onions have been cooked to a near jamminess when it comes to the texture. Somewhere in there I'm also tasting some citrus notes. I think there's plenty of ginger too that goes into this konju roast, and that's what I'm tasting too in the flavor of that gashi. So good. I got distracted by the prawns, but time to move back to the pearl spot, the Karimeen. Such contrasting flavors between the prawn and that Karimeen. The Karimeen is very mellow. Beyond the flavor of the masala, there's a reminiscent flavor of the wet earth, and that prawn is plump. It's got a bit of the salinity. It's got a bit of that sweetness. Very different textures too. This one is flaky and yet soft. What's nice about this masala here, there's so many ingredients that go into it. Be it the onions, be it the tomatoes, the curry leaf, the ginger, the garlic. But all of that has been cooked to a wonderful balance. There's a harmony amongst the ingredients. You don't really taste one over the other. It's almost like all the ingredients have come together in perfect harmony. So good. So this is the poth erachi.
Yeah, both are.
Thank you. So poth erachi is like a buffalo. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
This is basically a Syrian Christian preparation. It's called the poth erachi fry. So basically poth, it refers to a buffalo that is reared not for milk but for meat, and that's what the poth erachi or the meat from the poth is all about, and that's what's consumed in a large part in Kerala. All three dishes that I've tasted thus far, be it that pearl spot or that konju roast, and now this poth erachi, are the sort that have hit the spot. Here I'm tasting the flavor of that garam masala, I'm tasting the warmth of the pepper, a bit of the flavor from the curry leaf. All that has come together in some good coconut oil. Now I know why so many families flock to the Grand Hotel restaurant. Initially you're tasting more the freshness of the flavors that come from the coconut, the garam masala. But then after a while, as you chew on that meat, that's where the warmth of the pepper begins to grip hold of your tongue. Prompting you to reach for a bit of that flaky parota.
Matta rice,
Matta rice.
fish curry.
Wonderful. Oh, that's the raw mango.
Yeah, mango.
So with this, you try the chutney also, is
This
it?
is the only
This is the uli tial,
onion.
chamandi.
Kamandi.
This is made with coconut and
This is the coconut and
mango, raw mango. Naranga achar,
naranga achar.
some lime pickle. This is basically the Alleppey fish curry that's cooked with raw mango. There's a hint of the residual sourness that you typically find in raw mango in this piece. But the interesting thing about cooking raw mango in a curry is that it lends all its sourness to that gravy. You know, the chefs here are seasoned hands who know exactly how to treat the ingredients right, how to make the masalas well. The fish is fresh, flaky, has soaked up that masala rather well. This isn't a fish where a curry is cooked and then the pieces of fish are tossed into it. Out here, it certainly seems like a fish curry that has been built from scratch. Very delicate in its flavors, the creaminess that comes from coconut milk, slight tart edge from that raw mango, and the flavor of the seasoning in coconut oil. The fish is flaky and pristine in its freshness. So good. Let's now try some of that fish curry rice with that ullithiyal, which is basically a thick sort of a gravy that is made with button onions for the most part, and of course along with the other Kerala spices. It's sweet. I can taste a bit of the spice mix in that. There's a warmth of the ginger, the sourness that probably comes from tamarind, and the sweetness of the shallots. I'm not sure if they add some jaggery to further accentuate the sweetness. That certainly is a ullithiyal that begs for me to try some more. I can also detect the coarseness of the masala on my fingers. Let's introduce some of it to the matta rice. Such a happy meal here in Ernakulam. Get some of that mango and a bit of its mellow sourness into the mix as well. Is that ginger? Is that coconut? Ginger. When you taste a curry like this, reach for all its components. Don't just pick on the fish and a bit of the gravy. Taste even those tiny flecks that you will find in that curry, because each one of them will take your palate in a different direction. Be it that ginger that I just tasted or that curry leaf. I think let's now try some of that chamandi, the coconut and raw mango with the rice. Imagine a chutney but fortified with the sourness of raw mango. That sharp bite of sourness that you get when you crunch on some raw mango, well, that's exactly the flavors that you're tasting here. Puckeringly sour. The fleshiness of the grated coconut stands no chance against it. I think it also functions as a great palate cleanser. What I want to do is also take some of that pulpiness of that raw mango, mix it well into my rice with the seasoning, with the curry leaf, with the ginger, make for a nice, tasty bite. Happiness here at the Grand Hotel in Ernakulam. The naranga achar lime pickle is a bit spicy and of course sour. As I draw to the close of this meal, I can very confidently conclude by saying that if you're in Ernakulam and you have time for one traditional Kerala meal in an environment that is comfortable and will also give you some respite from the Kochi heat, definitely find your way to the Grand Hotel. This is an institution that has held strong for 60 years on the basis of the food that's dished out by the army of traditional cooks and chefs in the kitchens here. I've tasted 5 dishes and I think each one is a sort that will compel me to try them again on my next visit. I hope you've enjoyed this watch as much as I've enjoyed relishing these dishes. Until the next time, take care, stay safe, stay strong, and happy eating. Enjoyed the food is an understatement. I loved the food. I loved every dish that I tasted. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. If you'd like to support the work that we do at Food Lovers TV, do consider joining our membership community on YouTube by hitting the join button below or on the home page. You could pledge a nominal sum and receive special privileges like behind the scenes footage, shoot updates, access to live Q&As and a lot more. You could support us on our Patreon page as well. For more info, check out the links in the description below. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, share and leave a comment below. Happy eating!